Penguin, and welcome back to another video. So recently I came across this. This is an old poetry anthology I made back in 2013 or 14. I was in 6th grade at that time, so I think it'd be fun to go back and see what kind of poems I was writing back then. So we'll start by looking at the cover. So I chose to make my poetry anthology pink, and for the cover we had to draw objects, and then around the object we had to write like different components of the object. For example, this ice cream cone, for the cone, I wrote cone around the cone, ice cream around the ice cream, cherry around the cherry, and stem on the stem, and chocolate chip around the chocolate chips. Or we could draw an object and then write its name in big letters on it. For example, with this really terrible looking book I drew, I wrote book in big letters. I was using crayon for all of this because I loved crayons. Still do. So on the first 5 pages of the book, there are different poems I wrote, and then I had to like color them and decorate them and make them look cool. And then the last 5 pages are poems that someone else wrote that on the next page I had to analyze, and my analysis for all these poems are very bad because I didn't understand anything in 6th grade. I understand a little bit more now, but that's not much of an improvement. And we also have to choose a song to analyze, so I analyzed Do You Want to Build a Snowman from Frozen. And then the very back is just the table of contents, and I'm not good at managing my space, obviously. Look at this. And here's the grade I got. I got a 3+, and I think the most you could get in like elementary school was a 4. So I did pretty well on this, and my teacher wrote, "Nicely done, you always have such creative ideas." My mom told me she still thinks that's true. I don't know, I make videos on YouTube. You think those are creative? So now that we know what the poetry anthology looks like and what's inside of it, I'm gonna read the poems that I wrote in here out loud. Alright, so the first poem in here is called Make Me Happy. Make me happy, not just yappy, track and field, sword and shield. I feel so sick, stop with that trick, there's a deer, drinking root beer. I am lucky, rubber ducky, a swimming pool, get me out of school. I like candy, it's really handy. A parking lot, a weird robot. A really hard test, I did my best. My throat is sore and apples core. I like the sun, it's really fun. Don't make me sad or even mad. Please, oh Pappy, make me happy. So, I remember this poem. It's just a series of rhymes that I wrote because I like things that rhyme. And one of the lines in here says Sword and Shield. So I came up with the name for Pokemon Generation 8. Nintendo and whoever makes Pokemon, I deserve half the credit. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's just a bunch of rhymes and nothing more. So this next poem needs to be explained. We wrote these poems called shape poems, where we wrote something in the shape of something related to that thing. So I basically described Mario in this, and I drew it in the shape of a mushroom. So here's how I described Mario. Luigi's older brother saves Princess Peach / Toadstool, defeats Bowser, Bowser Jr., Koopalings, and Minions, Super Smash Bros., Super Mario Bros., Mario and Luigi series, Super Mario World, Mario Sports series, Mario Kart series, Mario Party series, Super Mario Sunshine, Mario vs. Donkey Kong series, Pauline, Original Girlfriend, Super Mario Galaxy 2, Super Mario 3D Land, Super Mario 3D World, Paper Mario series, captured in 3 games, power-ups, Mario, exclamation point. So that's how I described Mario, apparently. I spelled series wrong. I spelled it without an E, so it's S-E-R-I-S, Cirrus. So this next poem is called Hungry. I'm hungry and I'm starving for food. I can't write a poem. I can't at all. I'll take any food, but not Brussels sprouts. I'll take any size, no matter how small. I'll take strawberries covered in chocolate, or banana chocolate milkshake, or vanilla ice cream with strawberry syrup. Oh, I have a tummy ache. I could bake a tasty chocolate cake with chocolate frosting on top, frosted with pink, red, and yellow roses, and blue and white balloons that won't pop. Maybe some fish, some salmon or trout, or chicken or steak or turkey meat. But make a good burger as a nice lunch. I really want something to eat. Wait, did I just write a poem? I did! Oh yay, it's finally lunch. Time to eat, just open the lid. So we had poetry writing right before lunch every day, so I was hungry the day I wrote this poem, obviously, so I wrote a poem about being hungry, which is probably my favorite poem out of here because it's really creative and cute. Okay, so the next poem I wrote is called The First Day of 7th Grade. New kids of a bigger school in 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. It's very exciting and nerve-wracking too. I hope I don't need first aid. 6 different classes every day. At least we have lockers. An hour in each class, and very creepy stalkers. New friends you'll like, new enemies you'll hate. I can't believe you get detention for just being late. More freedom and responsibility. I'm not going to fade. I think I'm going to really enjoy being in 7th grade. So a few things about this poem. My school did a K through 6, 7 through 9 thing, so we had junior high instead of middle school. Also, the line, very creepy stalkers, I couldn't think of anything that rhymed with lockers, and I didn't know what a stalker was back then. I do now. And I was under the conception that if you were late, you'd get detention. No, you just get like a strike, and after 4 strikes, then you get detention for being late. Thankfully, I wasn't late too often for class, because I was a good girl. And the last poem in here is called Polite. The guests are coming, the guests are coming, be good and please behave. Don't worry at all, she said to me, and then together we watched our dad shave. She says she's good at being polite and being a good little girl. She wore a pretty puffy blue dress and put her hair in a curl. After we dressed and went downstairs, and Dad ushered us to the dinner line, a guest asked her how the food was. She said, "It's simply divine." Dad asked her to eat her fruits and veggies. She started to fret and cry. As Dad took her out of the room, Mom said she gave it a good try. During dessert, a guest told me that I was the most polite girl she had ever seen. I said in a polite voice, "Thank you." I had never felt so clean. After dessert, the Queen came in, and the lady told her I was very polite. As Dad carried me to go to sleep, she said in a very sweet voice, "Good night." So, I don't know what I was thinking when I wrote this poem. It's basically about 2 little girls. One tries to be polite but fails, and one is polite and gets rewarded by the Queen or something. I don't know. I was in 6th grade and I was weird, but it's cute. I mean, it's creative for a 6th grader. And that's it! Those are the poems that I wrote that are in this poetry anthology. I know there were more poems that I wrote in 6th grade, but we were only allowed to put 5 in our poetry anthology. But it was still fun to see what I was writing about in 6th grade, and I still love poetry to this day. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I'll see you guys again next week. Bye!